POV, I just got in a car crash on the way to work. But instead of going to the hospital with my severed limbs, I decided to show up to work anyways. That's called resilience. Something most employees don't have nowadays. You need to be resilient in the workforce and at the workplace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to become a LinkedIn influencer. Today, we're going to be looking at LinkedIn's most cringe, terrible posts I could find. And good thing there's a whole Reddit dedicated to it. If you don't know what LinkedIn is, basically it's an app or a website made to, you put all your professional stuff on there, and a lot of people can get really too into it. And so we're going to be looking at a bunch of posts that definitely are a little, you know what I mean? Standing in line waiting to board a flight. Random dude, RD, walks up, heavy southern accent. "Excuse me, sir." "Yes, sir." "Are you a veteran?" "Actually, I'm still on active duty." "Well, shit, did you lose your leg in combat?" "Yes, sir." "I thought so. You see, I'm sitting over there with my wife, and I noticed her checking you out like she was drooling over a glazed ham, and I gotta tell you, man, normally I'd be pretty pissed at that, but I took a look at you and just had to come over and say thank you for your service and sacrifice for our country." Me. "Well, this just got weird." "Well, I appreciate it. But don't be getting any ideas about my wife now. You a big dude, but I'm a scrappy son of a bitch." "Understood. Have a safe flight, sir." Yeah, Alex, I'll take things that never happened for $200, please. So obviously Nick Lavery here, Green Beret, author, CEO, husband, F probably for F for future connection, F for future LinkedIn influencer. Why would you why would you put something like this on LinkedIn? It doesn't make any sense. I think people use LinkedIn like Facebook or like Instagram, but just think that it's like easier to like reach out, or it's easier for people to reach you, if that makes sense. Obviously, this guy does not know how to use LinkedIn, and I don't know what he's CEO of. CEO of the Green Berets, maybe? Who knows? Mark Midland, VP/SVP engineering, 0 to 250 million ARR. Who knows what ARR is? Advanced retinal reasoning. Hyperscale cloud to series something. You can book an appointment with him. Don't know what appointment you're booking. He ain't no doctor. It was 6 o'clock. I was thinking about heading home to start my evening. An engineer walked over to let me know he had deleted the development environment. All of it? Yes. All gone. I'm guessing we're the ones asking all of it. He was new to the team, a principal engineer doing the right things, digging into systems, cleaning up as he went. Somewhere in there he deleted our dev environment. I didn't know, but we had worked together before, and he knew that bad news would not get better with age. What do you need to get it? What do you need to get it fixed? Just time. He had the skills. Okay, what's for dinner? He told me later he knew I would stay. We both knew I wasn't needed. West Point taught me all leaders get disproportionate credit. Good leaders take the blame when things go wrong. The best leaders share the misery. We finished about 11:30. Developers showed up the next morning and got to work. Sometimes bad things happen. An assumption gets made. The wrong button gets pressed. When it happens, the first instinct is self-preservation. Find someone to blame, and then write about it on LinkedIn. That's what I assume that next line is there. Yeah, what is this? So he went to West Point too? So he's military and just an ass? It's people like this that make me think that people don't live in reality. This is something that isn't made in reality. This is just like a fake thing you've come up with and put online. Maybe, I bet it happened, but I feel like it didn't go like this. I feel like it definitely did not go like this at all. Okay, what's for dinner? Why is that just in there? Michael E. Piley. His bio is you have a sales quota. What about your free? What about your free? What about your free? I fucking love good salespeople. I love when someone has creative outreach. I love when someone follows up because I'm busy and forgot. What? I love when someone follows up because I'm busy and forgot. You're just like lazy and not a good person. What do you mean you're busy and you forgot? It's like that's why we have like calendars and to-do lists and things. I love learning about the new technology out there, and I'd have zero clue about it if it weren't for sales professionals. So if it wasn't for like Instagram or Facebook or any other social media that posts all the new tech coming out. I love that America was built on sales. Oh yeah. I remember back in what year was it? Oh yeah, 1776 when they were fighting the British. Yeah, I remember when it was just a bunch of salespeople running into battle and saying, hey, we can sell our bodies to die so we can have freedom in this country. Yeah, great idea. I love that the greatest companies on earth are there because of salespeople. Salespeople run the damn world. Sure, nurses help the sick. Teachers help us get learned up. Teachers help us get learned up. Yeah. Teachers help us get learned up. What up? Yeah, teachers get help. I need some learning up right now, bro. Architects build the homes we live in, but salespeople, they have grit. They're smart. Unlike nurses and teachers and architects. They're stupid and they don't know a thing about anything other than the things they do. Yeah, you tell them, Michael. You tell them. The good ones can become the most successful people on the planet. No college degree required. No fancy letters behind their name. Just an internet connection. Yeah, they don't need a degree. They don't need to be smart. They don't need doctor or anything in their name. Just an internet connection. That's all they need. A solid product/service and a desire to serve others. Why do you put an ampersand in there? How cool is that? How cool is that? To the good sales pros, cheers. That one's for you. Michael looks like a serial killer too, by the way. All right, Rick Miles, point of care ultrasound. Okay, so he's some kind of maybe a baby doctor or maybe even thing where they search for like tumors. Is that what ultrasound does? I think that's what ultrasound does, right? You can like search for stuff. My daughter turned 12 this week. Happy birthday. And reminded me again that I usually miss her birthday because of work. Okay. Yeah, that's great to post. That's perfect to post, actually. I'm glad that you've told me, Rick Miles, so far that you usually miss your daughter's birthday because of work, and she's turned 12, which means for probably 11 years, you forgot her birthday. But this year, you're on top, and you're even posting on LinkedIn about it. That's the best part. Not help this year, as I was at a full team meeting. What? My daughter turned 12 this week, reminded me again that I usually miss her birthday because of work. Not help this year as I was at a full team meeting. Oh, so he didn't help with the birthday. He missed this birthday too. So I improvised. I put her on the front slide of my business review and the team recorded a happy birthday video for her. She loved it. And I'll take that as a win. You don't take that as a win. You're you're not caring for your daughter. Moments like this remind me of how lucky I am to work with a team. Oh, not how lucky you are to have a daughter, maybe, that supports both the businesses and the people behind it. We are all human and sometimes need our teams to have our back. Cheers, guys. You know what? If it wasn't for that team, he wouldn't have celebrated his daughter's birthday at all. But his team said, hey, this year is the year that you have to do at least something little for your daughter's birthday because you're usually not there at all. I love a good absent father. That's fun. Good job, Rick Miles. Ben Cooper, PMG, digital marketer and innovator, helping Todd. Shout out Todd, helping Todd. Let's help Todd more, Ben. All right. A car hit me on my bike today. What? And you're posting about it on LinkedIn? First time in 100,000 miles. So you've biked over 100,000 miles, and this is the first time a car has hit you. I would hope so. Actually, I'd hope you wouldn't get hit by a car. I'm fine. That's the car. I'm fine. You should see the other guy. In the minutes after, the noise clears. What noise? The calendar, the inbox, the 100 things that felt urgent an hour ago. Gone! What's left is a short list. The people, the real work. Everything else was just filling. At PMG, we work with some of the most sophisticated marketers in the world. The ones who outperform all have the same trait. They know what to ignore. And I'm going to ignore my daughter's 12th birthday because I think that's the best thing to do every year. You know what, Ben? You got a thing. I think you might like this, what was the name? Riles? Something like that. Turns out that's a lot easier to see from the pavement. When I was laying on the ground dying, I thought, hey, you know what's great? The company I work for. Not my wife or my children or husband or anything. Just, the people I work with. Those are the people that really matter here. Most people already know their short list. They just don't protect it. A near miss has a way of fixing that. Back on the bike tomorrow. Back on the bike tomorrow to do another 100,000 miles so I can get hit by another car and post the same thing again. Hell yeah, Ben. Olivia Romaine Lettuce. Helping brands grow through strategic social media and engaging content. Good job, Olivia. Yesterday, our kids flew business class from London to New Zealand. Holy cow, that's a long-ass flight. Yep. 3 and 5 years old, 28 hours in business class. What? You have a 3 and a 5-year-old and they're in economy? Get your money up, bitch. Get your money up. When we boarded, the looks were mixed. Some passengers waved sweetly at the boys. Others made it very clear they were not thrilled. But by the time we landed, multiple people came up to us to commend how well behaved they were. Multiple people, like Ben and like Miles, because he forgot he had children and left. They slept. They ate quietly, as opposed to the loud eating that they usually do. They watched their movies, said please and thank you. This didn't happen by accident. This wasn't a fluke. We knew our boys would be fine in business class despite their ages because we spend a huge amount of time teaching them about manners, respect, and being mindful when you're in someone else's space. We taught them all of that at 3 and 5. Yet, my 12-year-old daughter, I haven't taught her that yet, and she says fuck you every time I show up on her birthday for some reason. Moments like this make it worth every bit of effort, and I feel pretty proud about that. Thank you, Air New Zealand and Singapore Airlines, for getting us home safely and being so kind to our boys. Thank you, Air New Zealand. Thank you, Spirit Airlines that doesn't exist anymore. Thank you, American Airlines, and thank me for raising my kids this way. Every other kid you encounter on a plane, their parents suck at raising their children, especially Miles. See, this is the type of stuff you don't post on LinkedIn. I don't know why anyone would do that. It doesn't make any sense. This is something, A, you either don't post because it's absolutely useless and doesn't do anything, or you just post it on like Facebook or Instagram or any other social media. Luisa Samarosa. Not just his +1 podcast host, speaker. Turns out LinkedIn doesn't hate me, and my network didn't forget me either. Why? That's exactly what I was asking, Louisa. I've grown to 17,000 followers in under a year, with 4 to 5 month breaks in between. So you've worked at most 3 times. Wait, what is that? 4 to 5 months breaks as an app? So you've been on LinkedIn maybe 3 times in the past year, and I still built momentum here. Here's how. So you can too. I post about my pivots and my lows. I tell my story from 100 different angles. That's right, I post 100 different times about the same story, but just reword it slightly every time. I write hooks that actually stop the scroll. You know, you're scrolling, and then I just get you in real quick. Get that hook in you. I keep visuals clean, simple, never overdone. All my visuals are from ChatGPT. I show up as me, not more polished and not more raw. And honestly, taking breaks helped me not develop a toxic relationship with LinkedIn. I don't know why that's on a different line. We've all been there, I know. We've all been there with LinkedIn. Very toxic community on LinkedIn. We've all been there. It's very toxic. You don't want to be on LinkedIn. Very toxic. Because here's the thing not many say out loud. And this is her. Not more polished and not any more raw. This is her. She shows up as her. This is how she talks in real life too. You don't owe this platform your burnout. You don't owe it a performance. You don't owe it daily post. You owe it your truth. On your timeline, in your voice. If I've learned anything about being here, it's come as you are, serve from the heart. You know, as Kurt Cobain said, the right people will stay. The algorithm will catch up. Happy to be back, fam. What's the newest rule on LinkedIn, guys? What's the newest rule? Here's me and my husband in Hawaii. What's the newest rule, guys? What's the newest rule on LinkedIn? What does this mean? This is example A of a LinkedIn influencer. All right, Joseph, tell me what you got, Joseph. You're the chief management officer at Groupon, ex-Meta. You're ex-Meta. Meta, as in Facebook, as in the app you should probably be posting this on. Building the AI-first marketing organization. Plus 200%. Plus 200%. I spent my Friday night asking ChatGPT whether I should get a mullet. I spent my Friday night asking ChatGPT whether I should get a mullet. You spent your entire Friday night asking ChatGPT whether you should get a mullet. Not a metaphor. An actual mullet, as opposed to the mullet metaphor. What metaphor is there on a mullet? I don't, what metaphor would be there? I uploaded a selfie and asked for a hairstyle analysis. Heavy fringe was the other option, but I decided not to go with it because I'm more of a mullet guy, as you can see by my picture. The AI had opinions about both. The AI basically told me that I'm a fucking ugly creep. Then I kept going, beard length analysis. Then I kept going, penis analysis, bush analysis, pubic hair analysis, asshole hair analysis, feet analysis, Sydney Sweeney feet analysis, best glasses frames for my face shape, seasonal color palette, and a lot more. See, I told you, and a lot more. That's everything I just said. He sent ChatGPT a dick pic, 100%, 100%. ChatGPT, is it big? Give me an analysis. Is it big? Do I meet quota? Do I meet women quota? I've been posting about Claude a lot recently. This is not a brand switch. I love Claude. Claude told me my penis was huge. ChatGPT said it was minuscule. But I have to be honest. This ChatGPT update is genuinely strong. It's strong. It's ripped. Kind of like what ChatGPT told me last night when I sent them muscle analysis of my abs. You can now get a fully personal visual identity audit from a single photo. You can now send in every single naked photo you have into ChatGPT, and it'll tell you exactly what it thinks about you. Zero confirmation bias, zero anything at all. Actually, it's going to take a screenshot of that and send it right to Sam Altman, and he's going to be like, hey, this guy's pretty hot. You can now get a full personal visual identity audit from a single photo, face shape mapping with hairstyle recommendations, beard style analysis, best glasses versus worst glasses, visualized. ChatGPT, put the worst glasses on me right now. Oh, they're the ones I'm wearing. Okay. Outfit guide. Outfit fit fit guide by occasion. Outfit fit guide by occasion. Jesus. Personal brand color board. Personal brand color board. What does that mean? Is he like dyeing his clothes to match his personal brand? LinkedIn profile photo optimization. I think he used this one right here. I think he might have used that one last on that Friday night. Speaking on stage appearance analysis. He's just making up terms. These things aren't. Why is he saying everything is analysis? It's just looking at you and saying, "Wow, you're pretty sexy today." It generates the actual visual graphics, not descriptions of what you should do. The graphics themselves. It turns you into a fucking giant wolf. Oh! A stylist consultation runs $200 to $500. How do you know that? How do you know that, Joseph? How do you know a stylist consultation costs that much? I think you might have a little personal appearance problems here, my good buddy Joseph. A personal brand photo shoot review is another $300 plus. This does 80% of both in 10 minutes for the cost of a ChatGPT subscription. Sometimes the most useful AI is the one that solves the problems you didn't know you had. Amen to that, brother. But I feel like you did know you had these problems since you also know what a stylist consultation and a personal brand photo shoot costs. So I feel like you were having these kind of identity problems beforehand, and then you asked ChatGPT about it to see how it could fix it. And then you gave us the best and less ideal hairstyles. I don't know how textured crop is best here. I'm not seeing it. And mullet was obviously less ideal. He shouldn't get a mullet. He actually just should probably go bald to cover up how big his forehead is. I'm being mean now. I'm sorry, Joseph. You're my guy. Ian the man, what do you got for me? TEP, what does that mean? Toilet expert person. UHNW disputes lawyer. You live in the Cayman Islands and you're a lawyer. He's got some money. I've not worn jeans since 2008. When the housing market crashed, I decided not to wear jeans anymore because I couldn't afford them. So I went to work in boxers every single day, and here we are, 18 years later, and I'm wearing jeans again. That's my success story. I'm not entirely sure why. When I arrived in the BVI, British Virgin Islands, for those of you who don't know, I found them too hot, as opposed to my lightweight, cool boxers that I wore for 18 years. I just reverted to chinos or cotton trousers. The years passed and I realized it had been 18 years since I last wore jeans. The exact age of the shop assistant who helped me with my purchase. All right. POV, you walk into the jean shop, and the first thing you do is walk up to the guy and you say, "How old are you?" And you just stare at him. And you just ask him, "How old are you?" And you keep doing it until he gives you an answer. And once he says 18, because he's scared to say that he's younger than 18 and what you'll do to him, you say, "Wow, too old for me," and you move on. Here's me in my new Levi 505s. I am totally freaked out. Any tips on how to wear these gratefully Any tips on how to wear these gratefully received? What do you mean how to wear them? You put them one leg at a time. I mean, I don't like this guy. This guy's pissed me off. Also, why is your phone battery at 4%? Charge your phone. Nikhil Sharma, Principal Talent Prime Minister at Oracle. He's the Prime Minister of Oracle, guys. Fun fact. Ex-Google. Why do people be putting this X stuff? Ex-Google. Ex-Meta. Did you get fired? Are you just telling everyone you got fired from a prestigious company? Well, yeah, I'm ex-Pornhub. A team I hired for in 2018 had 18 people. That same product runs on 7 today. Yeah, that's right. Fucking fired 11 of their bitch asses because they weren't doing shit. That's what? Let's say they're all making $100K each. That's $1 million down the drain. Hey, that's $1 million I just saved, and those people they are all living in poverty on the streets now. The 11 who didn't make it weren't underperformers. They were doing exactly what they were hired to do. Those guys did their job so well, I had to fire all of them. They did exactly what I asked them to, and I fired every single one of them. The 7 who are still here didn't do what I asked them to, and that's why they're still here. Because they resent me. They fear me. Precisely and reliably. That was the problem. What did I just say? That was the problem. AI coding tools. Oh, fuck this AI shit. AI coding tools write 30 to 50% of boilerplate. Whatever boilerplate is. Junior devs did that. AI auto-generates test cases. QA engineers did that. AI can handle CI/CD triage. DevOps L1 and L2 did that. Careers aren't vertical or horizontal anymore. What does that mean? They're T-shaped. They're T-shaped for triage. Deep expertise plus broad business understanding. The good news? This is a mindset shift, not a skill overhaul. Yeah, throw in as many buzzwords as you can. When you're posting on LinkedIn, throw in as many buzzwords as you can. That really helps. It helps out a lot, okay? AI handles the execution. That frees you to build judgment and trust. The tools changed. Folks who thrive are the ones who noticed. So if you want to thrive in this world, guys, if you really want to be the best you can possibly be, you got to learn how to use the tools. All right, AI is the future, and this video was made completely with AI. That was really cringy, wasn't it? Well, I've had enough looking at LinkedIn for today because it's actually starting to piss me off on how stupid these posts are. So, yeah, make sure to subscribe. I'll post more like this. Hopefully we can keep it going. And yeah, stay off of LinkedIn. Stay professional. Use Instagram and Facebook. Don't use those. Actually, don't use any social media. Social media is actually really bad for you. And if you think